Hey guys, welcome to a new movie. Today we're doing Life of Chuck. This movie has a lot of people in it. It has, what's his name? Mark Hamill's in this movie. It has, the guy who plays Loki, who I can't remember the name. It sucks, because I know the name, and it's, the guy who plays Loki. I can't remember his name for some reason, and it's bugging the crap. I hate when I can't remember a name, and I know the name, and later it's gonna be like, it's this name, and I'm gonna remember when I'm editing or something, but he's in this. He plays, the main character, I guess you could say. It has a bunch of there's other people in the movie. I can't think who they were. It has some other people in this movie. The guy in the beginning who plays, the guy from Doctor Strange, the black guy from Doctor Strange, who's kind of like the villain Mondo, whatever his name is, but he's in this. There's another guy in the beginning of that movie. I can't remember what it was. Matthew Lillard's in this movie. There's a lot of people in the movie. David Michelini, the guy who's from the Polka Dot Man, and who was the main character in the Late Night with Devil. He's in this. So there's a lot of people in this. There's other people too. There's a lot of people in this movie. So let's just jump into this movie. This movie is weird because it takes place. We start kind of at the end and go from the beginning. It has 3 acts for this movie, but it starts with the last act, and then we go into the second act, and then we go into the third act. Where I'm like, okay. So the first act, what is technically Act 3, it feels like I'm talking about this movie in reverse. It's about the black guy who was from Doctor Strange. Like I said, can't remember that actor's name, but he's like a teacher, and then obviously stuff starts to happen with bones and stuff starts working. Problem towards shitting the bed, and it's ending. And it's the point where he talks to Matthew Lillard out in the front yard about all the shit that's going down and all the stuff, and he's wants to go see this person who used to like this girl who used to sing and wants to spend the last moment with her. And also he meets this guy who I forgot, Carl Box, the guy who played Martian Manhunter as a new Captain America. He's in this as well. I'm like, dude, this is a pretty stacked cast. I'm just gonna say it has a lot of good actors in it. So yeah, he goes off and he talks with him in a while where he goes on his way to meet her, and he eventually meets her, and then obviously the war and and throughout this part there's all these things about Chuck where I'm like, what the deal is? He's on these signs running for mayor. I don't get that, because he is presumably dying, and that's the only thing I don't get. He's already dead or dying, or what the fuck? I don't know if it's because he's dying and that's why the war's ending. I don't know. But he eventually ends. The first act ends with him dying, with the whole war dying, being gone. It gets destroyed, and then but the second act is about Chuck, and he meets this girl, and who's playing stuff. He sees this girl playing the drums, and it's about her, and he meets her, and he starts dancing to her music and stuff. And then he meets this other girl, and they start dancing together and do all this thing, and start dancing together, do this big thing, and it's fun. It's weird. I'm I like it. It has some interesting stuff in it, what's really interesting and cool. But the whole thing about that is about dancing, and a lot of stuff to do with that. The final act is about him when he was a kid. It's about him and his mom. Like I said, I like the movie, but it's a little some stuff I'm a little curious about. I like to hear other people's opinions on this, or what this means, or what this sings. But in the end, the last arc is, because the second arc is just them dancing to the sing and doing the whole thing. It's good. I like it, and I feel like it's I like it because it feels different and a little weird. Not super weird, but it has doing it in reverse and some possible. There's a couple of weirdnesses, but not too much. The second act, not too much happens in that, so pretty much I explained all of it. And the last act, what is the first act, is about him when he was a kid, and it was him and his mom and his dad. Or I think these are not his parents. These are not his parents. I think these are his uncle and aunt, because the parents I think died, and I think these are his uncle and aunt. And then eventually the mom teaches him to dance and do all this stuff, but he's the dad's hey, don't. He does the aunt, eventually, I think something happens as he does die, and he goes meets this girl, he goes to dance class, do all this stuff, and also there's this room he's not supposed to go to up there, because if you go into it, you see, the future, and you see, something usually awful, and the uncle went up there, and he saw something bad, so he saw, the car crash, or something, one of the bad things, or something bad that happened, and then it happened, and he was, really fucked up about it, and he goes up and sees, and obviously the kid goes up there and then sees something, and sees where he's gonna go, and stuff, where he's gonna be, because eventually, the main character, Chuck, ends up in the hospital and stuff at the end, and it's, really interesting. It's a very good movie, and I like it, and then obviously throughout this, and then the last part is him doing that, and eventually, he goes up there at some point, and goes in there, and, nothing's going on, or whatever the case may be, but it's a weird movie, and that's the sad act, and they got to do with that, and his uncle does seem to, something happened to him, he gets a heart attack, and something, he dies, something, and then he goes back up to something, but it's a good movie. Like I said, I like the movie. Mark Hamill was great in this movie. Everybody's great in this movie, acting wise, it's good. I forget exactly, the end, I think it has something with that, him seeing himself in the saying, but it's weird, but it's, good. I like it. It's not what I was expecting, because the movie did not, if you look at the trailer, does not look weird at all. But then when you watch the movie, I'm like, oh, it's kind of a little weird. It's not like super weird, like not like there's other movies I think are way weirder like this, but it's like it's mildly has some things I'm like, interesting. But I like it. So Life of Chuck, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But even though this movie was weird, it is good. So I'm actually gonna give it a 9. I actually think it was really good. I liked it. It was a 9. I think there's a lot of things for like the acting and everything in this. It's like really good, and just the way the story was going and doing something different. I really liked it. It's really good. So give it a 9. What you guys think of Life of Chuck? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what other movies you've been seeing in the comments below as well. You guys can always stay epic. I'll see you in the next movie, you guys. Bye.